morning. My name is Jacksyn, Potucek, and for these past couple months, I internshipped at Harry Street Carpet, and it was established in 1950. It wasn't always a flooring business. It originally started out as a furniture store, but it was then bought out in 1968 by Jim Maybrier, and then he turned it into a flooring company. And here's just the mission statement. And then here's another picture of the store, just a better picture, you can see the whole thing. So what exactly does Harry Street Carpet do? Obviously in their name, carpet, I feel like when I was going into it, that was really what I was expecting it was all going to be about, but they also do countertops, windows and doors, custom cabinetry, tile and stone, and resilient and vinyl. And I didn't get to learn about all of these things because my mentor only worked in sales with carpet and countertops, and then some in tile and stone. So I didn't really get to do much with custom cabinetry and windows and doors. But I did definitely learn a lot about this, and I learned a lot about countertops and tile and stone, so I thought that was really cool and interesting. So a little background on my mentor, Jacksyn Potucek, which also happens to be my dad. He began working here as an installer in 1999, and so as an installer, he came in and got the loadouts and would go and install the carpet or any tile or flooring, and then he eventually became a salesman, and he's been working as a salesman ever since. And like I said earlier, he focuses on more just carpet and the tile and stone. He went to Hutch for a couple years, but he ended up dropping out, and then he got a job here. So my typical tasks or my routine, usually when I got there, I would check the voicemail for him, and so, while he wasn't at work, people often called, so I would kind of give him the layout on what people were calling about. And then a lot of times I help with loadouts because installers would be coming to pick stuff up, and so I would go back to the warehouse and I would help the warehouse guys back there and help them get everything ready, and then we would ship it out with the installers. And then one of the biggest things I did this whole time was just observe my mentor with customers and just see how his mannerisms and how he acted when he was talking with customers, and how he would pitch things to them and try to sell things. And so that was one of the biggest things I did this whole time. And then I also did file information on the computer, and this was actually kind of difficult at first. I had a hard time because the system was just confusing. There's just things I just didn't know yet, and so I had to learn. So I did that a lot too. And then when my mentor, when he would make a sell, and so we had to start measuring, or we would get blueprints, and we had to look at that and see where we were going to go with everything. And so, yeah, that was really basically all that I did. But definitely observing my mentor was the biggest thing I did, because that's the biggest part of his job. Here's just a picture. So I typically sat right here. And then this is a picture of the warehouse, and that machine right there is where you roll the carpet up, and so I got to learn that machine. That was also difficult too, because I didn't want to mess anything up and ruin the carpet or anything, so it took a while to learn all of that. Some of the skills I think I really gained was product knowledge. I had to learn about the products, and so that was really important, something I definitely learned. And then my organizational skills, I had to be really organized with things maybe when I was with the blueprints, or when I was getting everything organized for the loadouts, because I didn't want to leave something out because I would have gotten in trouble, or didn't want to put too many things in of it. And then also my communication, I had to communicate with my mentor if I didn't know how to do something, or talk to him about it. And then also my technological skills, I think, definitely improved just with that, having to learn that system and put information in, because it was difficult at first, but I eventually did get the hang of it. And then also my problem solving, I think, definitely got better, because I can't always go to my mentor and be constantly asking, like, hey, I need help with this, or how do I do this, because, you know, sometimes he was making a sales pitch to someone, so I just had to kind of figure things out on my own, or I would have to go and find someone else that was working there and have to ask them how to do it. So my favorite day on this job was definitely when I got to go do a delivery, because most of the time my days always consist of the same thing, of me either being in the office or just in the warehouse, and so at times it could get kind of boring, and I only ever got to go on one delivery because it just didn't work out with my schedule, trying to get back to school in time. So the day I did get to go do it, it was pretty cool and just interesting to see everything. I went to a home in East Wichita, and it was a really nice house, and it was cool just seeing like the installers and them putting everything in. And it was just kind of interesting for me, because you know you're not always behind the scenes to get to see that stuff. Instead, you're selling the stuff and getting everything together for them. So for my future plans, I plan to go straight to the workforce, and so being able to do this like internship, it was super helpful and like really crucial for me, because now I just have like a huge head start to doing that over maybe someone else that was trying to go work there, because I have 4 months already, whereas that 4 months would have taken up my summer. So it was just this internship helped out a lot for my future plans, and obviously I plan to go into sales and marketing. So I would just like to take a moment to say thank you for allowing me, Mrs. Burkham, to do this internship, because like I just said, this was like really crucial for me to be able to get this like 4-month head start. So then now I'm already ahead of the game going into the summer, and even like landing a job there, but not because my grandpa owns the business, but because I'm a hard worker. But so thank you for this opportunity.